KrazyFingaz, sound designer, producer, engineer, owner of 412 Alum Music Library, and student of the craft.
Okay. What's your weapon of choice?
Man, at the moment, it's Ableton Live,
Okay. Hardware wise.
MPC
Okay.
Live. Um, Sometimes Machine used to be, but more so now it's the MPC Live and Ableton together.
Okay. So this I went digging with you earlier. I have a glimpse of what you prefer. R&B soul is your preferred genre.
Yeah, yeah. I've been so a little fusion, jazz fusion, um, and some prog. I like the drums in prog. For the most part, is R&B soul.
Okay. How often do you go digging?
Not often anymore. I used to go once a month, just sometimes just to look at the records,
Mm-hmm.
and I would pick. But now it hasn't been too often. The day was the first time I've been digging, God, since prior to the pandemic.
Wow.
Yeah,
You're welcome.
yeah, yeah, man. Yeah, this was a fun dig because usually I'm going by myself digging.
Right.
Yeah, so I had a good time with this one.
Um, what made you want to create your own samples?
Honestly, it just got bored. To be honest, you can sample records all day, every day, and sometimes you come across the same samples as other people. But I found after actually what it did it for me, to be honest, was when I went to Ski Beats dojo class a few years back in Baltimore at Don Trunk's studio. Shout out to Don Trunk. And that's when the light bulb really came on for me. Prior to that, I would dabble into making my own samples, especially getting into beat battles. But after that, it's like, nah, let me really do this. And I love it.
What do you use to create? See,
Um,
I see you have some vintage
yeah,
instruments in here.
yeah. Oh, I got. Yeah, this is my newest baby right here. I love it. I've been wanting one of these for years. It's not a Mark One, but you know, I'm different. You know, when it comes to just everything, I don't like doing the same thing as everybody else. So I saw the Mark II. It's a good price. It's like it's not a Mark One, but I'll go after it. It's an 88 key. It's like, all right, and I love the tone in it of it.
Okay.
I run it through some outboard gear to get the sound that I like.
Right.
Aside from that, I have the Sub 37. I use that. I use some VSTs. A lot of the times I'll take my voice recorder and go around recording sounds and to build some of my drums that actually to use for the transients. I take out pieces from other places to build all my drums. But for the most part, those are my weapons when I'm creating my samples.
What are you using to create the drums?
So this right here, I'll use either this, it's a voice recorder, Tascam. I might open it up. I haven't bust out the Zoom yet, but
Okay.
I use this in the iPhone, just going around the house, hitting the door. I get a lot of my kicks from pillows, if you believe it or not. I use that and just add different transients, transient is like that peak piece
Yeah.
right before the click. I'll use that and just go from there. There's no set rule for what I do. I just go how I feel at the moment and then build from there.
Okay. Do you listen to records and be like, I want to recreate that sound my way?
Yeah, I do that. I do
Okay.
that a lot. I think I told you earlier we was digging. I like to get records when I do go, and use that for study material,
Right.
and then go from there. I'll listen to the chords. I'm not a big music theory person, but I'm learning because I'm in school, so I have to learn that. And a lot of things that I was already doing in the past is starting to connect. It's like, oh, I was doing it, but I didn't understand what I was doing. Now I understand it in a way where I'm doing it with a purpose. Like I don't need to do all this extra stuff in my production. Keep it simple, and use certain chords and keys or whatnot, and go and just like don't add too much. Keep it as simple as possible. So
Right.
if I was to play a sample now that I made like with this year prior to something I made 3 or 4 years ago, you will hear the total difference in it.
Can you play a sample that you made?
Yeah. anything up right now. Actually, this one when we was doing sound check. Those drums are mine. And some VSTs too.
Them ain't no pillowcase drums, bro.
No, those drums right there. Those drums are something else. So I use something else to make the drums. I actually did design in one of these programs, other VSTs, and then I processed them through this Tascam tape. Processed them through there, ran them back into Ableton, did some more things, then processed them again, and went from there with the drums. The session for this, I can pull the session up for you. You can see everything that I did in it.
Okay.
So I play the Rhodes a lot in most of my sample packs, and most of my future stuff and recent stuff I haven't put out. So it's been mostly used in my production for if I'm sending it out to other people, or for my beat tapes. So with the pillows, like if I would put a pillow down and hit it, it's just getting the transient. Now I could take that and keep processing it to the point where it would sound like an actual kick. But for the most part, it's just getting those transients for me. It's more things I could do, but like I said, I like to keep it simple now. This is most of them I use the VST, but these drums are my drums up there. This is the Rhodes. So I can go through it. I'm bringing the keys. And I use Keyscape for the piano, and sometimes I'll use the Prophet. Bass is from Contact.
Have you thought about putting your stuff on Splice?
No, I thought about it, but I put it all up on 412alum.com.
Okay, yeah, your own stuff.
Yeah. I played the guitar. I taught myself. I'm still not a pro at it yet, but still learning.
What's the difference in the work process between making a beat and making a sample?
For me, it's really no different, to be honest. I'm approaching it the same way I would approach chopping a sample. It's just, I guess, going an extra mile. So instead of picking up a record to sample a Rhodes, I'm gonna go play it myself. I might go research what key that record was in, and then try to mimic that,
Right.
and then keep adding, building on it, and just not reinventing the wheel. So this is another VST I use.
The acapella record.
Yeah.
You could flip that and
Exactly. When you mentioned that, I was like, oh, then you started, okay, let me take that. Oh, my bad. I had the SP on. I hit a button. Yeah. But that's pretty much the process on this particular sample. And that's a sample, and then like I said, I added the drums. I'll play the drums solo. So there was a process through there. I process everything through either that or I'll run it through pedals. Yeah, man.
Do you sell drum packs by themselves?
I'm working on finishing this one. I have one already up now.
Okay.
Drums and Dust Volume 1.
What's it called?
Drums and Dust Volume 1. That's our first drum pack that I put out. But the one I'm working on now is done. These drums are actually going to be on there.
Okay.
I'm just still working out what I'm going to call that one because I don't want to call it Drums and Dust Volume 2.
Right.
And also the artwork. I'm doing everything in-house by myself.
Right.
So.
Right. Yeah, I understand.
Actually, run that back.
So what have you learned from your first drum pack to the second one that you're doing differently?
Good question. Probably take my time. Don't rush it. Don't pay attention to what everybody else is doing. It's so easy to do that especially when I open my phone and I'm on Instagram or whatnot, and I get all these ads from other producers. Yeah. It's like
Soul Surplus.
Yeah, and shout out to all those guys. It's just like, okay, I don't want to taint what it is I'm doing. At the same time, I do learn from a lot of these guys.
Right.
You know, but that's the main thing. Take my time. Don't rush it. You know, don't try to. You put it out, you're gonna obviously sell it, but that's not the goal to try to make money off the pack. That's the bottom line, but that's not my goal. My goal is to put something out dope that I like, and hopefully other people like it, and they just keep sharing it. So I don't think I really thought about that the first pack I put out, the first drum pack I put out. I just wanted to put drums out, and you know, and then taking that and it just constantly learning from all the other mistakes I've made and what it is I'm not doing. Take more chances. Don't be lazy in my mixing. I was lazy. I think I was lazy in my prior packs, not for the main factor of being lazy, but just not really understanding what it was I was doing. You know.
Okay. Dope. You ready to flip the sample?
Yeah, I'm ready, man.
Alright, let's do it.
When I start out with my drums, it might not be the end product, but usually 90% of the time, if I lay them down, I'm going to stick with them.
I think we good, bro. We
Alright.
got one.
The record at, what is it? Partridge Family?
Yeah. Adventures in the Dollar Bin.
For real.
You could probably put that in at the end and fade it out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we doing.
Yeah.
See that I don't have to, what? Yeah, I gotta bounce this down.
KrazyFingaz.